Hello, peoples of YouTube. Oh, I've got my flash on, but that'll be explained in a minute. I'm in my garage, because I'm going to show you my bike, which is fun. In a video on my other channel, the TrickerAndy channel, you see a quick glimpse of my old bike, which was forgotten now. Oh, Yamaha YBR-125, and that was basically the bike I had that I was using until I did my full license, and then I got a new bike which is bigger, and there it is. Just take that in right there. It's a Honda VTR-F1, or the Firestorm, as you can see there. Firestorm. It's the model that they made. Well, they discontinued in 2005. They made it to be the model underneath the Fireblade. Just for whatever reason. For that reason, it's never been entirely the most wantable bike, nor the most wanted collector's item as far as Hondas go. But since it's been discontinued, a lot more people have been wanting them, a lot more people have been sort of praising them. So when I found it, I thought, hey, why not? It's a 1000cc V-twin engine, 90-degree mounted, which basically means, well, it's 999cc, but whatever. So basically that means it goes like stink. And the V-twin is, for example, in a car you get a V6, a V8, a V10, V12. This is a V2, which doesn't sound a lot, but when you consider that bikes weigh about 10% of a car, it means that the power to weight ratio is insane. It's you can't do it in a case of like horsepower per ton, because it would be like 6 million, because these things don't even almost weigh a ton. I think this bike weighs about 150, maybe 160 kilos. So, here it goes. There's a huge spider on the ceiling. So there's the instruments. So it's all like manual, because it's quite an old bike. It's a 98 model, so it is quite old. Speedo, ref counter, temperature gauge. There isn't a fuel meter, which is the only problem that I've got with the bike. If I do that, you can see. Oh, you can't actually. So I've got plenty of fuel, but there is the fuel warning light, and basically when that turns on, it means get fuel now, or I'm going to stop working. I've got a big twin Nissin disc brake on the front. There is Nissin, which is the brakes that a lot of bikes use. To be honest with these aren't the stock brakes. The bloke that owned this before me, dirt on the bike there. It's not good, is it? The bloke that owned this before me twiddled around with it a little bit and switched some stuff out. That's the opposite side, the opposite disc. And on the back is the single disc brake. Again, it's Nissin. I should have cleaned this better, I think. It's winter though, so it's hard to keep it clean. That's it, off the disc brake. I don't know what else you want to know. There's rear brake just there. Gearbox. There's the gears. There's the gearbox, and the gear stick is there. That's the gear stick. It doesn't have a centre stand. It has a kickstand, but not a centre stand. My phone going off. I wonder if you heard that. 6-speed. So I've got 6 gears, 1, 2, between 1 and 2 is neutral, then 3, 4, 5, 6. The gear ratios are set up more for acceleration than top speed, so from a standstill to 60 is a matter of milliseconds. It's just a case of boom, I'm going 60. First gear, revving at about 5,000 revs, easily goes to 45. Which you might not think sounds a lot, but for first gear that's a lot of pull. Then second gear, just whoom, I'm off. Which is great. I love this bike. It's just really fun. Like, just riding around, just going to place, it's fun because I know that if I want to go slowly, I can just be in third gear, riding along at 40. If it's really rainy and horrible, so the revs are low, and the fuel consumption's like a million times better. But if it's a really nice, like clear day, and I don't want to go slow at all, I can just crank it on, get past all the traffic that I want, and just get on with it. I'd say that this is what really attracted me to the bike at the back. Twin exhaust, so it looks really balanced from behind. And again, these aren't the stock exhausts, these are twiddle around modified ones. I don't know the full details on the exhaust, I just know that they make a lot of noise. Look inside the exhaust, it's a big hole. What else to people who don't know bikes? I'll tell you what all the instruments do. This is left hand instruments, it's the indicator left and right, press down to stop. That's the what's it called, full beam light, that the release mechanism is broken, so it doesn't click in. That's the passing light, which if I can, you can see, just essentially turns the full beam and the dip beam light on at the same time. That's the light control, lights off, essentially side lights, and then actual lights. That's your clutch. This side I've got, that's the electric starter, fuel and engine cut off, front brake, let's say that's the rear brake there, and the gear lever. Obviously key to turn it on, all these lights come on. So you get the oil light there, but you pretty much have to ignore that until you start. If you start the bike up and that's still on, then you've got to worry. That light there tells me the kickstand's out, that tells me I'm in neutral. Indicators. And again, I don't think my engine heat meter works, but let's not get into that. Manual choke, as I said. Did I say? I don't know. That's the manual choke. Simply pull it out, hit the electric starter, release, and it sort of slowly works its way back in, and then eventually just that little last bit. The windscreen, again, isn't stock. It's a separate bubble screen that I've put on. The original screen is there, which I think, that's the way to put it. I think that wouldn't have looked as good, seeing as the fact that it's a clear screen, it's a black bike. That's the back rack, the rear rack that I had on at one point, but I had that taken off so I could have the pillion cover on, so it makes it look like a single-seater bike rather than a two-seater. Oh, another extra, more dirt there, is the body pan on the bottom. That's just like a little bit to keep the engine a bit more clean. The spiders up there. But yeah, that is my VTR Firestorm F1000. It is a wonderful piece of work, and if any bikers out there do see this, and you see this bike and this helmet, give me a beat, give me a nod, and I'll wave back and say hello. And if you see me parked up, come and have a chat. I love talking to other bikers. It's a community that you don't find with cars. I always find, and I'm going to do a video on that as my next video, I think, because that's actually quite a fun little topic. So I hope you enjoyed that, having a look at my bike. It's a great piece of kit, and if anyone is interested in getting into bikes, message me, or if you're my friend on Facebook, talk to me on Facebook about it, because I've been biking for 5 years now, and it's just the most fun that I've had. I have no interest in cages at all. Cars, sorry. Cages, cars, yeah. Just no interest in learning to drive a cage. So, yeah, bike is good. Bikes are always good. Bikes are fun. But not these bikes. These bikes suck, because these are old. Look at the old. They're so old. that the dust has dust. So thanks for watching, everyone. Like, rate, subscribe, comment, blah 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 blah, whatever you do. I actually don't have rating anymore, it's just thumbs up or thumbs down, so fucking that shit. So yeah. Toodaloo, stay safe.